If you ever open social media, it can be Instagram or maybe one of the Facebook groups that you're in, and you saw someone post about a big client win, six-figure months, or maybe someone posted how she or he worked in Bali for only 2 hours a day, and suddenly there's this feeling that maybe you are falling behind. I just want to tell you, you are not behind. You are not doing it wrong. And most importantly, you're not the only one. In this video, I want to share a softer reflection on why I stopped comparing my freelancing journey to everyone else's and what I've gained instead. Peace, clarity, and real joy in the pace I've chosen for myself. Let me take you back to a moment that wake me up. It was 2021. I opened my phone, saw a freelancer post about their new client, new laptop, new condo, new car, and I just froze. I remember thinking, why does this feel so easy for them? What am I doing wrong? I spiraled. I opened my calendar. I questioned every rate I ever charged. I rewrote my service list maybe at least 3 times that week. That was the day I also realized comparison doesn't just make you feel small. It also makes you confused and it makes you forget your why. So now let's talk about lesson 1. Lesson 1 was simple but extremely hard. I had to be intentional with how I define my own success. Not what looks good on social media, not what coaches or others are shouting on their reels or videos, but real personal definition. For me, that was working with aligned clients, earning enough to support my needs and my family's without feeling overwhelmed or even swamped, having the energy to enjoy my life outside work. When I redefined success based on what I wanted to feel, based on my own terms, not what I wanted to prove, I stopped chasing what wasn't mine to begin with. Here comes lesson number 2. The next shift was my digital space. I muted accounts that made me feel like I was not doing enough, or what I'm currently doing is not aligned with their version of success. Not because they were bad or they were wrong, but because I wasn't in a place to receive or consume their content without overthinking, without spiraling. So what I did was that I followed creators or people who talk about the messy middle, the confusing beginnings, the slow wins, and the quiet parts of success no one glamorizes or no one talks about. And suddenly, social media didn't feel like pressure anymore. It felt like possibility. My feed turned from a comparison minefield into a mentorship hub. So let's go to lesson number 3. I used to think I could only celebrate the big wins until I realized that you don't really have to wait that long to feel good about what you are doing. The real breakthroughs, they came on quiet days. When I got a thank you message from a client, or when I was so nervous that the client might not renew the agreement until she signed again, and now we're working for almost 4 years. So I started writing each one down. What are those things that I can celebrate right now, the micro wins? What are those feelings or experiences that I can really celebrate out loud? I wrote them even in my notes app, or I also shared it with a trusted friend, because the more you honor your effort, the easier it becomes to keep going, and the more that you are going to trust yourself, even if you feel like no one else is clapping for you at the moment. The science backs it, of course. Small dopamine hits train your brain to notice progress. And I realized that progress isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet, it's steady, and it's incredibly sacred. Pretty soon, another freelancer's win no longer felt intimidating or threatening. It started to feel inspiring, and I am secretly rooting for each freelancer. So let's quickly recap. Number 1, decide what actually matters to you. 2, clean up your digital space. Remember, your feed shapes your focus. Number 3, celebrate something today, no matter how small you consider it, because progress is rarely loud. Now, these 3 help me find my voice, my pace, the people that are also aligned with these values and beliefs. And now I'm building a version of freelancing that really feels like mine. I am continuously learning, but I no longer need the field to rush or to keep up with an imaginary timeline. I'm happy to share that I found the pace that I feel like it's sustainable for me, and not by doing what everyone else does or what everyone else tells you to do. I found my pace and my voice by slowing down enough to ask myself, what do I really want? I realize that freelancing is not a race. It's actually a relationship between your skills and the life you want to create for yourself. And comparison has no place in a story that is still unfolding. So if you are stuck on that scroll and comparison loop, here are a few reset reminders you can use today. Number one, what are the metrics that you're currently using to measure your success? And are they yours? Number two, who or what do you need less of in your digital space so you can breathe a little easier? And number three, what's one quiet win you can honor today, even if no one else sees it but you? Let this be your reminder that you are allowed to slow down and you can trust your pace. So if this connected with you today, I'd love to know what your version of success looks like. Also drop this emoji in the comments if you are letting go of comparison starting this week, and share one win you're proud of. Like, subscribe, hit the bell so you won't miss the next video. Until then, take a breath. Keep building your version of success. And remember, I am always rooting for you. Explore and learn more about the freelancing world by downloading my free guide called the Freelance Starter Kit. It's available in the description box below. Make sure that your email address is active, and please check both your inbox and spam folders after you're done signing up. You'll also see a link where you can submit your questions about freelancing so I can talk more about those in my upcoming videos. Thank you and see ya!